first in Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Dallas Cowboys. It's a late season Saturday night in Dallas. The Lions, the Cowboys underway here in Week 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, kill. Hey, 47. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why?
Dak going to start out going to the air. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
A second down throw for Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. The Cowboys at 13-2 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
From the 41, here's second down at 7. Here's Prescott. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
On third down, it's Prescott. Able, puts it on the carpet, it's out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a first and 10 at their own 27. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You talk about this Lions defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run of the NFL.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked.
We go.
Now, that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Off to St. Brown for the Detroit first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Another run for Gibbs here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the 2nd level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the 2nd level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple of blocks. They look good doing it there. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Goff. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Second down, Prescott. Got it open, man. It's Michael Gallup. His first catch, good for 9 in the first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now Prescott. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Throwing. Prescott under pressure, and they got to him again. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Here we go, 46.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to have good ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. To about the 40-yard line.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Ric Flair. Hey, 76.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
This 2nd and 4. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
A first down throw for Prescott. Throw complete right side to Cooks. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Now second and 6 at the 35-yard line.
We're going to 54 wide. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54 wide.
To throw is Prescott. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. 23 yards the pickup there. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Kill.
First down, Prescott. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game...
Touchdown, Cowboys! C.D. Lamb, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up into this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to them a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, Goff. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Patterson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Gibbs. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted, and that's where we get the term running downhill because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 3. Play action now, Prescott. That caught by the rookie tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
We're going to 53. Here we go, 47. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Looking sideline, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kirby Joseph able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Third and long for Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Taken right on the 30. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Now 2nd and 5. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. The give right side for Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. That is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Hey, kill.
A second down throw for Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he threw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw. And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Pollard, he'll take it up the gut.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 8.
Hey, 47. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide 8.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions will take over here at their own 14-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams
Taking it in.
And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And this is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 137 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Right back to him on 1st down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now you won.
Hand up and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 53.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Tracy Walker. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Hold on. Check.
On the give, here's Gibbs. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And Gibbs has it. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. On 4th down, Goff to the sidelines, and Detroit has Riley Patterson out there for the field goal. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Here we go, 46, 40. Hey, kill. 46.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he slings one that's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
2nd and 10.
47.
Prescott now. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Here we go, going to 54. Wide in. Here we go, kill. 26.
Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
Here we go.
And they take a knee. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought